welcome to the second video in our series on vulnerability management. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to use the Remediator feature, specifically how to install patches based on CVEs or plugins that were detected. So on the screen, I've already gone to my Remediator over here in Vulnerabilities and Remediator. And right now I'm looking at CVEs and plugins that were generated. And so if I scroll down here, I can get some maybe you might be more familiar with. So a couple of Windows updates. So these are based on Windows updates that fix these CVEs here. There's usually like a pretty long list. And so what I'm able to do here is go to Actions, and I can either view. This will let me see what the update is. So here I can see what endpoints need it and what the update actually does. Or over on Remediations, I can also just click Actions and Install. So from here, after clicking install, it's going to bring you to our normal patching UI. So if you're already a Bacon customer, you're pretty familiar with this one. If you're not, let's go over what we're looking at here. So very first thing here up top is what patches we selected. So in this case, I'm just pushing one. On the previous screen, I could have pushed multiple. I just have to select a couple, then go to Actions and install just like I did. So here you can see only one endpoint needs it. This patch does require reboot. We're using our agent to patch it, and it doesn't have an install later option. The next up on my endpoints table, it's only going to show me the endpoints that need at least one of these patches. In this case, only one endpoint needs it, and this is that one endpoint. So I can select here. Now take note that in the status column, my endpoint's actually offline. So that's going to kind of change how I want to push this patch out. For scheduling, we have install immediately. That'll push to everybody who's currently online, and it's going to fail against this one because it's offline. Next I have schedule time. That lets me pick a time and a date. So maybe I know this computer comes on at a certain time. I can pick that date and then that time. I have relentless mode. Put simply, this allows me to schedule a time frame in which to patch and reboot. Usually we do this for more than just a single patch. I think it's also covered under one of our other baconbits videos on how relentless mode works, but you kind of get the idea there. We'll patch and reboot within the time frame you set. Then I have Roman connected. This is my go-to most often when I'm patching. This allows me to queue it. So if I had any online endpoints, those would push out and install right away. And for this one who's offline, it'll actually queue it in the system until it comes back online, then give it the patch. That's usually my go-to. And then lastly, I have schedule with deadline. And this one allows us to give the user a defined date in which the system will install the patch and then reboot for them if they don't do it on their own by accepting the prompt. And so with that, you can see how easy it is to quickly remediate any kind of issues, especially when it comes to patching. And that's all we have for this baconbits video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.